Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Solar Ash, where I'm starting us up on the save file screen here just so you can see this number, 96%. This may end up being a short episode. I kind of thought there'd be like a little bit, sort of like a final area, like we'd go into the void. Not that it would be as big of an area as the normal ones, but I'm starting to wonder if... there's got to be at the very least a climactic action sequence, right? Probably? I don't know. This episode may end up being us making a single dialogue option and then seeing the ending. And if it is, then I apologize for my pacing. Whoa, all right. Everything's cool. We're all definitely totally here. I want to go back to the crater, right?
Critical systems offline. Terminal calculation loop. Please try again later.
All right, I guess here we go.
Abort calculations.
Aborting.
Okay, that's a lot of ellipses.
Hooray. The starseed is fully functional. Well done.
Sid, you're back online.
Why, yes, it appears we are. It feels as if we've been lost in thought. What happened?
I don't have time to explain, but I'm so glad you're back. And I need your help. I need you to activate the starseed.
Ray, our readings indicate energy signatures far greater.
I know, Sid. And I know the dangers. We don't have time to predict every possible outcome. I'm ready to activate the starseed. Whatever the cost.
Very well, Ray. Beginning starseed activation protocol. Strange. It appears a Void Runner has locked us out of the activation control system. We are unable to proceed.
There has to be another way.
There is a failsafe at the summit of the starseed, which allows for manual override. But Ray, if you reach the top, it is statistically unlikely you will ever come back down.
Well, except that if we activate the starseed, all of this stuff's gonna unhappen anyway. Right? In theory?
Sid, thank you. I don't know what will happen next, but I hope to see you on the other side.
We must fight every circuit in our logic core to say this, but we believe we will see you again.
That's a lot sweeter without the first part. You could just like say that under your breath or...
Engaging starseed maintenance rail. Good luck, Ray.
All right. I completely missed the rail, but the game corrected for it. It won't let me dash, in case you were curious. Okay, this seems like a lot.
This is it.
Okay, how do I actually... Hold on. Is there anything else for me to do on here? It just feels strange that they make us walk over there instead of making that effectively a cinematic the same way the rest of it was, but no, I guess not. All right.
No, no, no! can't be.
Well, we knew it wasn't gonna act right. Ooh.
You see it now, don't you? You finally see the truth.
Truth is what I make it. I can bring them all back.
You sound like me. You always do, at the end.
Alright, well, once again, limited verbs.
Do not draw this out. Show some mercy.
I want to hurt you.
Enough. Don't you get it? We were too late. We've always been too late.
You knew?
Our planet was already lost. But I couldn't face the truth. Thought I could use the starseed to change what had already come to pass.
Who are you?
Ray, come on.
I'm a relic of the past. And you're the part of me that won't let me forget. Forever repeating our mistakes. We are two halves split by the starseed. Eternally tessellating.
But that means...
The starseed doesn't reverse time. It just repeats it. Over and over, our world is ripped apart. We've never had a choice. The clouds you dance on are the remains of our home.
I can't accept that. I'll start over. There has to be another way.
There's only one choice left to make. Accept the truth. Destroy the starseed. Let me go!
I am actually really curious what happens if we try to activate it again. Like, I think there's a very clear direction to the ending here, but I sort of just... It's sort of an outgrowth of that, like, that behavior that games train into you, where, like, you figure out which directions progress, and then you go every other way first. Alright, we're gonna look.
You're not in control here!
Keep pushing! You will see. Around we go. I'll see you very soon, little one.
But thematically, what it should do is reset my save, right? If I actually activate it, what it should do is reset my save. I don't want... Alright, I do want to see it, but I don't know if I want to see it that bad.
You listen. Why this time? It's killing you. For once, I can't see past this moment.
I see it now. There's no saving them. All I did was prolong their suffering. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so...
Okay. That's not... I don't know what I expected. It wasn't that. So, how's everyone enjoying the ending?
Pain is gone. I feel like I can breathe again.
Okay. And here we are in the opening room. Oh, our skates in this form are very cool. Oh, that's some real clumsy jumping there. Really? Is that not the intended... Sure looks like the intended route. There we go.
Sid?
It's... How are you? Oh, we knew we would see you again. But something is different. Your presence is activating long dormant memory cells.
Sid? You see me? It's been so... How long has it been? I wasn't sure I still existed. I never thought I'd talk to you again.
We are remembering everything. Our arrival, the deaths of the Void Runners, the end of our planet. So much has been lost. And yet, we are still here. We believe we missed you.
I missed you too, Sid.
Even still, you are not complete. Does that make sense?
Ray, we destroyed the starseed. It's not over yet, is it?
You'd better go see for yourself.
Yeah, maybe. So I'm hearing some very disquieting things out here.
She broke the cycle, but she still became a monster. Just like every time before.
She ended the starseed cycle, so you might have the chance to end another. She's still part of you, isn't she?
Yeah, okay. I spent lifetimes watching her become a twisted and cruel monster. Clutching at her version of the truth.
She didn't know, but she does now.
Doesn't matter anymore. I have to end this.
Does she need to be destroyed? Perhaps there's another way.
It's interesting, right, that there's a grapple point there? Hold on. Oh, there's just a split. That's weird. Okay. Very strange, though. God, this is so cool.
Wait. Look at her. What do you see?
I mean, geez, where do you want me to start? She's angrier at herself than anything else. Her hate, her sorrow, my guilt. I see myself. We're the same, but she's beyond saving.
You were two once.
I don't have a choice. I need to put her out of her misery.
Why put someone out of their misery when you can pull them out?
I mean, if you think you have a plan here, maybe you could just, like, stop talking in metaphor. It's interesting that she has a Sid arm. Because, like, I certainly don't. Alright. Yep, here's a good idea. Oof. Dashed a little early there. I think the first tentacle was never going to hit me. Alright, let the first one come down. There it is. Oh. Huh. I really thought I was going to latch onto that. I see, I see.
Let me die!
If I was ever going to figure out another verb, it feels like this would be the time.
You better be right about this, Sid.
Ah, too slow.
See them all! Die!
Okay, almost got tentacled a little bit there.
I don't know why, but you helped me. I know you're still in there.
Which is to say, I know I'm still in there. It's weird that the Sid-like arm tentacles are like representative. Ugh. Early again. Are apparently representative of the damage, because like I don't know, the visual iconography of that is really strange. I did it again. Because the thing is, I'm dashing as though this is the first tentacle, but it's not. This is the second tentacle. The first one's just gone. Yeah. So I need to wait. Fortunately, the game's being very generous. There it is. Okay. Oh. Ah. That's a tough one. The angle on that was a little difficult to predict. I don't know exactly what the therapeutic metaphor that we're going for here is. I guess it's not necessarily like a super huge mystery with all the needles and everything, but
We're still here. And we're not alone.
yeah, and then you just rip out the trauma?
We can't go back and change the past. We have to pick up the pieces and fix what's left. The truth is a heavy burden, but we can carry it together.
And getting there hurts an awful lot, which is, you know, what this part represents.
Ray? Ray. Ray. You've managed to end the cycle. Time moves on. The Ultra Void is stable now.
But there's so much work to be done. So much to rebuild.
Our heart aches for the loss of those we all cared for. And the home none of us can return to. But what's left here is not without potential. This could be a place. Start something new. Are you all right, Ray?
I think I will be.
Okay, I always have to hesitate a little bit at the beginning of a credit sequence because you can never tell when there's going to be lyrics. Okay, I mean, that's not exactly what I thought that game was going to be about at the very beginning. I feel like this is a... This is a type of game that happens in the indie space from time to time, and it's almost like a... It's almost like a trope at this point. Like, the first batch of them were like pretty much all about depression. Like, surprise, the plot is about depression. Kind of became the name of that particular sort of thing. But this one is using that same framework to talk about a couple of different things in a way that I think is like way more interesting. I think that it lends itself to being read as about just like, you know, personal, like your personal response to trauma and the way that you carry things on, but like also very much about, it's very hard not to read it as being somewhat about like climate change and sort of like the fact that we are currently living through the end of the world in like 3 different ways. And end of the world is like 2.
Darb?
Oh, hold
Is that
on.
you?
We never did see the dog. That's true. I did note that in my head. I don't remember if I said it out loud or not, but I did note that when we found the guy who had the dog was not in the time thing with him. It was not stuck in the time state with him. So the dog is okay, and now we have like a remixed panting sound happening over the soundtrack. So that's good at least. You know, end of the world is maybe too strong. End of the world as we recognize it, perhaps. Like there's some changes happening to a thing that is worse than the thing we used to have. And as far as that goes, I am maybe a little bit like, I think you could read the message of it doesn't help anyone for you to fight for things that are already lost in a couple of different ways. There's a real sort of doomer interpretation of what's going on here. Like we have to give up and just like try to rebuild with what we have left, that I don't know. Somebody named a pet Crunchwrap Supreme. That's pretty good, honestly. But it's certainly not the only reading. I don't know. I'm just kind of gibbering at this point. I should perhaps, if I want to say something, wait until I've actually thought out what it is. But basically, suit unlocked. Hey, we did 100%. What am I going to use a suit for? The game's over. Also, it says left click for okay, but left click is not okaying. Like, am I allowed to just... I guess we could restart and have the thing. And then, you know, go in and do a speed run. Honestly, I bet this game is fun to speed run. Anyway, the whole point I was making is that I think this game is, like, plot-wise and thematically, I'm impressed. It's more than I thought it was going to be, and the action part is every bit as good as I hoped it would be, and also it's beautiful, and this game rules. This is, like, just a very extremely good game. I think I hesitate to say this kind of stuff usually at the end of a series, but here, midway through December, I think it's fair to say this, yeah, expect to see this on my Game of the Year list for sure. I thought this was incredible. So, that's going to be it for us for today and for the series. Thank you all so much for watching. This was a great time. Now, even though you've seen the whole thing happen, it might still be worth going out and getting it yourself because it is a blast. The moment-to-moment actual feeling of play is a blast. When you come back next time on Monday, we're going to have some new stuff happening and some old stuff happening. There's a couple of new games that are going to be starting. We're going back to Endless Legend as well because I think things have cleared up a little bit. So, yeah, come back Monday for stuff. Good stuff. And we'll see you then.